Welcome, welcome. So, just checking levels, that looks okay. So yeah, we should try... Well, try. We should continue. I just noticed... Sorry. I got a bit too much ice in my mouth there. Yeah, I just noticed that the game has been updated, which means some mods might break. Who knows? I mean, I shouldn't say that I don't have a lot of mods, because I do have mods. Mostly pro mods, but yeah, those can certainly break. I want to say mostly pro mods. Yeah, on this one I actually only have pro mods. I have 2 profiles. I have another one as well. Where I might have... No, I don't think I have that much more on that one, actually. Now that I think of it. I have been testing out some other mods that are more related to external stuff. So for example, getting my dashboard out, which yeah, there's not great Linux support for that yet. And even though yes, there was some, but it's not updated, so we'll see if I actually get that one to work by hacking it, so to say. Not hacking in that sense, but fixing it, I would say, because it haven't been updated in 3 years. So there is some incompatibility issues on my platform, at least, with Python. But yeah, that's a sidetrack. So, and not relevant for you, because you wouldn't notice it anyhow. It would just be that I could have my iPad or something with the dash, so I get greater visibility for that. And also I tested out a radio mod, and that one actually works, but I won't be using it on stream due to music copyright issues. But it fetches your local radio station, so to say, wherever you are with your truck. So not really local, but let's say you're in Germany. Well, then you get a lot of German radio stations, and some Danish perhaps, depending on where you are, and so on, that you can pick and choose from. But that's from a web browser, so it's not really integrated, not in Linux at least. I think there is better integration in Windows for that, or in the Windows version, if we put it that way. But nevertheless, let's press continue and see what breaks or not. Let me see, there we have chat, we don't need... Because it does take a little bit of time to load. Content change detected, yeah, that's the update, I guess. So we'll see if this actually works. Must have been updated today. Well, I didn't play yesterday, so it could have been updated yesterday. There I go for not checking in on the game earlier today. I was thinking about it, but I was a bit tired actually, so I took a nap to be a little bit more alert now. But at least it didn't outright say that anything was a problem, but we'll see. I mean, it might show up when we actually try to play the game. I was thinking about see if we can find any trips up north from Luleå. I mean, Luleå is pretty far up north, but there you have Karesuando, and you have the whole Norwegian part up above there. Tromsø and Nordkap, and those kinds of things. So that could be interesting. Ah, Dement, welcome, welcome. Thank you for your subscription. 25 months. A bit more than 2 years, in other words. Ah, there we go. Yeah, now I got that one working again. I realized they stopped working when I switched over to proper OBS, but now they are back. And counting, yes, precisely. We should see. This loading can certainly take some time when they need to update the navigation data. The game has just been updated, so we'll see what happens with all the mods. But I know that, yeah, maybe I would have needed to update the pro mods. In other words, download new pro mods. But they are pretty good at keeping in touch with each other, it seems. But that might still mean that I would have needed to update it. So we'll see what happens. The problem is, of course, if pro mods doesn't work, then the north of Sweden doesn't work either. Because that's part of the pro mods thing. Well, now it's done, let's see. You can just have a quick look at the world map and see what it looks like. Well, that looks okay. Oh yeah, that's true, that's the last route I drove, Sundsvall up to Luleå. So yeah, I was hoping to find something up north. Ideally going up to like Hammerfest and... But yeah, that's maybe a bit far. By the way, shouldn't we have... There's a question mark there. Well, that's Tromsø, isn't it? Just the actual question mark. But yeah, we can see. If we at least can go north, that would be fine by me. And I don't mean to Tornio, I mean, yeah, up here somewhere. Let's have a look. Because yeah, this is still baby's first step regarding what we have. That's down there. Kouvola, was that the one? Yeah, that was the one. Seinäjoki. Well, Seinäjoki is here, kind of. There. No, where the hell are we? No, sorry, there is Vasa. This is Seinäjoki, yeah. Because there is a heavy metal festival here, or a music festival in Seinäjoki that I was thinking about going to. That's how I know where that one is. It's not a lot of cargo going up north, it seems like. Pello is the... Yeah. Monio, look at there. Luleå Monio. Yes. Reinforcing bars. That sounds like a plan. Let's just check if there are anything else. But yeah, that one was good otherwise. Especially since it's also started in Luleå. So I guess we'll go with that one. I don't care about the pay. Kaustinen. Oh, over there, okay. Yeah. My Finnish geography knowledge isn't great, let's be honest. Some of it I know pretty well. But mostly not. Yeah, but that can be fun. We'll go up along the Tornio River. That could be fun. Perhaps. 58,000, it wasn't a great pay on that one, but quick and dirty job. We'll be driving a Scania. Not the most powerful one, so 24 tons, yeah, that can be a bit interesting in that way. But sure, we'll take that job. And hope that everything works. Seems to be working for now, at least. Yes, I would like to see... I mean, you have, for example, well, still kind of up north, the mining capitals, so to say. Gällivare and Kiruna. That could be interesting, for example. I'm not sure why I have so bad resolution on the logos. I will check if there is. I mean, you see that DSV. It's looking kind of okay. I have rather bad resolution because, well, I have an old computer. Perhaps it wasn't that bad actually. But I know I saw PostNord earlier in the job market. It was really low res. And I will check so that there isn't any problem with how I'm. By the way, we can do one of these just for inspection before we start off. Yes, you can probably move the. No, perhaps not. Probably some way. Not sure how. But yeah, a Krone trailer. Oh yeah, that's an add-on, official DLC actually, I think. So well, basic Scania. Hi ho, let's go. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Take a left. Yes, I got at least, well, I mean, I guess I can't really demonstrate it. I probably can in some way, but it's not an integral part of the game as such, and maybe now I haven't even started it. But I got a radio mod working after a little bit of fiddling, and that one actually worked pretty straightforwardly, we can say. But it's a mod that gives you your local radio stations. And local is pretty, what should we say, pretty lenient in the definition of local, because you're traveling further in a shorter time in the game than you are in real life. So it's like now I would probably be able to listen to Swedish radio, of course. And that actually worked pretty well. I did that driving through Germany and Denmark and Netherlands a while ago, just testing it out, and it worked surprisingly well. But you still need to go out into a web interface to change channels and such. On Linux, at least. It might work better on Windows. There is a kind of overlay so that you can switch from within the cockpit. I still have to get that one to work on Linux. I'm not sure it will ever work on Linux. It's built for Windows, so I will give it a go at some point. But I fiddled around with some other programming stuff related to this, trying to get a dashboard mod to work on Linux. It worked in an older version of the game, but not in the newer one. Oh well, it might work in the newer one, but the problem was more with the Python version, the programming language version, on my computer. And my computer or my operating system isn't really keen on downgrading Python, because a lot of internal stuff is made in Python. So yeah, because that mod isn't maintained anymore. It's 3-year-old or something like that, so not really up to date. So going north from here, well, that will be fun. I mean, I have driven north of here earlier. I don't remember if we did it last time. Up to Haparanda and Tornio, for example. I know we drove south. Perhaps that's the only thing we did. Down to Skellefteå and Umeå, Sundsvall. So yeah, perhaps that was what we did, nothing else. So going north could be a little bit interesting. As long as I get to the finish line, yes, precisely. Oh, it's only 70 here. Yeah, it was a weak truck. I noticed that. Only 380 horsepower, or 360 was it? Which is, I mean, only. But considering that we are hauling 22, 24 tons, it's certainly noticeable. Speaking of mods, by the way, I knew we talked about it last time. And now I have a name for it as well in English. Rigid chassis. In other words, actually having a bed on the truck. With, for example, a cargo box or a timber package or something. There is a mod, or several perhaps even, but one that seems to be working better than many else. I will just try to check if it's up to date with the current game version and probably install that at some point. But the boring thing regarding that is that you still, and that mostly comes into play later when you can start hauling cargo as such. You pick up cargo, loose cargo if you put it that way, and haul it in your truck instead of picking up trailers. So that will work, but then yeah, because you still need to have a trailer on that, because your truck on its own cannot pick up cargo. So yeah, I wouldn't call it weird. It's how it's made in the game, of course. I know the game developers themselves are thinking about implementing more of that mechanic into the game, and then it will probably be handled a little bit different. One can hope. No, precisely. Rigid chassis, not only with the fifth wheel. Precisely. And that would be fun, because that's how many, more from a immersive perspective, so to say, because that's how many Swedish trucks look like. Not all. It's certainly quite common, with more common nowadays than earlier, with fifth wheel version, so to say, the tractor thing, if we call it that. But because of, well, that's how they run in Europe, or in many places in Europe at least. Continental Europe, I should say, perhaps. Colleagues discovered, so we haven't been here, that's for sure. And yes, you can. What I noticed, seeing other Swedes mainly play with it, is that yes, you can have, for example, a timber package and also a trailer with timber on it, and still haul whatever goods you like. It will show up as timber anyhow, so it kind of works in a weird way, but so it's not picky with that if you run around with an asphalt carrier, you can still haul potatoes in it, for example. So from that perspective, it's not a problem. So it's mostly what you want your truck to look like, so to say. Precisely, 25, yes, exactly. And the thing is, there is a mod for, well, part of that mod, there is also an Ekeri mod, which is, what, Finnish company, or is it a Swedish? Sounds Finnish by the sound of it sounds Finnish. But they make trailers and stuff. And there is a mod for that as well, and that one... with that one you get dolly trailers as well, so even more realistic in that sense. Not necessarily better, but more realistic. Speed camera. Today I'm actually paying a little bit more attention. Last time I was a bit occupied. So Haparanta. And yes, I have part of the Part of the Pro Mods packages is that you can get real company. Oh, sorry, I did not see that car. Sorry. Perhaps I should adjust my seat a little bit, actually. Which is totally possible to do. Not just right now. Well, it is possible to do now, but since I don't remember exactly how, we'll wait until we are parked somewhere. Tornado discovered. Oh, by the way, are we actually going up on the... Yeah, we're going up on the Finnish side, yeah. Oh, perhaps there was only a road on the Finnish side, so... Yeah, seems like it. Which is okay. I mean, normally there is also a road on the Swedish side, but that one is worse. Especially for trucks, I guess. It's perfectly fine to go with your car or something. But a little bit worse for trucks. Oh, sorry. We are apparently taking left here. I'm glad there wasn't any traffic in that lane. There's a bunch of Jeeps running around. I used to have one of those. Is it red? Yeah. Kilpisjärvi. Why is that name so familiar? Someone I know have a summer house or something there, I guess. Ekeri is Finnish, yeah, it sounds like that, yes. But yeah, they have, I mean, they have timber style, all the other sorts of styles as well, so that one, we'll probably install that one. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to always drive with those kinds of stuff, because essentially it's up to you when you buy your truck, and I'm not even in that position yet to buy a truck, so not on this character at least. Well, I can take a loan, but we'll earn a good amount of caps money first. Caps, yeah. Most of you know what I mean. I say caps. So, can you just tag along behind this one? If we just get up to speed. There we go, up to speed. Yeah, just checking that the cruise control was on. Åkeri makes sense with the weird font, yes. Because it has a kind of weird font for the capital E. Up. Yeah, I know. There was some kind of obstacle there, but... Oh, there was also a cop car. But still, it's still 80 here. So, where were we? Monio. Yes, Monio. There's probably... I can probably... Yeah, F6 I can press. Yes, there we see that one. Supposed to be there at Tuesday 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock right now. On, well, Tuesday. Yeah, sorry. So, well, not a problem. Not a problem. Only 53,000, but on the other hand, we are not paying for anything. Let's see what kind of speed limit we had. Still 80. Oh, 60. We already see the police live, so they might be behind us. Who knows? I I'm actually, since my garage is straight across from the Iveco dealership, I'm thinking if I should buy Iveco for my employees, so to say. Just basic Iveco trucks. Basic and basic, but we'll see. I probably still want a Volvo though, for myself. But we'll see. It's still one of the cheaper trucks, but it's not a big difference. Well, perhaps when you put a slightly different engine and such in, then perhaps there will be a noticeable difference at least. So, 170 kilometers left. It's all going well here. We are not speeding or anything yet. Speaking of that, 60 Pello, yes. Perhaps it was, I should have, oh, sorry, 50, yes. Of course. Dam Depot, that's the company that we were supposed to deliver to, but not in Pedlo, but same company. No, it's whatever it's called. Huvudled in Swedish. I know what it's called in Swedish, not just in English. The cars coming from the other roads have to make leeway. But yeah, that radio mod was kind of fun because it's actual radio stations, of course. It's not just made up stuff. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, of course I could listen to some Swedish talk radio, but it wouldn't make much sense, or Finnish in this case, which would make even less sense for me as well. I can probably listen to Swedish as well, as long as we are here. But yeah, there isn't that much strict talk radio. Well, that would be P1, I guess. It's still that, but perhaps not entirely. Might still be music. That's the problem, of course. No, don't try to fool me here. I'm not going that way. But yeah, it's a bit low on power, this truck, that's for sure. There's not much of acceleration going on with our steel reinforcements or whatever it was on the back here. But yeah, that's the truck I was dealt in this. And that's the fun thing with the job market there, when you get the entire package, so to say. You get to try out a bunch of different trucks. So that's neat. Yes, you have to vote for Volvo, yes, I know. But you're not even employed by Volvo anymore. Officially. But yeah, I'm also, I mean, it's a long tradition. I mean, Scanias are nice. They are some of the more powerful trucks in the game as well. Volvo also has some pretty powerful stuff. But yeah, eventually I will probably try. I'm very keen on getting a DAF XF, I think they're called. Mostly for one thing, they don't have you can get them without side mirrors. And it's like, why would you have some freaking cameras instead? And I realize why as soon as I try to go out in a roundabout, because I can't see. The mirrors are always blocking my view to the left, which is why I almost always end up running out in front of a car. And of course, in real life, you can lean a little bit and you can adjust things a little bit better than in the game. So it's not the same kind of problem, but it certainly is an actual problem even in real life, that you have side mirrors that are blocking a lot of view, especially together with the A pillar. No police in sight, at least. Because I'm speeding a bit. Kastelen Avenen. Well, I just learned that, since I had a talk with my Finnish colleague today about scheduling and stuff for the autumn semester, and he had his Finnish calendar out. So I was like, well, I mean, I understand that this is September or October or something like that, but what does it actually mean? It's like, yeah. August means, well, it's not called August and in Finnish. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember that that's the harvest month in Finnish. It's called that in Finnish, how to say. Harvest month. September is autumn month. Just checking so I'm not going wrong here, but it's essentially a straight road. It should be hard, but I might miss where I'm supposed to go. Now we still have 40 kilometers left. Yeah, what did I say? And then I don't remember if it was October, if it was that one that was slush month. So essentially bad weather month. It might have been November actually, but I don't remember which one it was. So they have more descriptive names of their months in Finnish. Kind of interesting, but not unusual, I guess. It's unusual in most Western European countries, but not necessarily, or Western European. Most, what should I say? Germanic influenced countries, perhaps, or Latin influenced, whichever comes first. And yes, Latin comes first, but you know what I mean. It might not have been influenced by Latin. It might have been influenced from German, for example. They certainly stick with the months that we are used to in Swedish and English, and yeah. Speeding. Oh, come on. 1 kilometer. Was it the police car behind me? I saw someone was trying to overtake, but I think it might have been a speed camera that caught me there. Because it was also 1 kilometer above the speeding limit. That was annoying. Or speed limit. Oh, this was a nice fuel stop and rest place. Yeah, sorry. Keep your eye on the road-ish. Here we're supposed to turn. I haven't used the indicators for half an hour. Oop. Sorry. There we go. Not the problem. I wasn't at all quite close to ramming into a freaking concrete pillar there. This looks very Finnish, I must say. I haven't been up to Mornio, but in real life, but it certainly looks very Finnish. Which, to a great extent, is similar to how it looks up in northern Sweden as well, but not entirely. There are some nuances. Oh, hello, Dom Depot. I have a gate. That made me slow down way too much. Well, I'm not paying for the fuel, so that's fine. Where do you need it? 40 XP. Yeah, we'll take all the XP we can get here, because we won't get that much. I guess you need it there. I'm thinking, is it possible to go around? I mean, it's not hard to reverse this one in. We can do like this to start with, at least. No, it was not possible to go around. But we can do like this so that we come sort of the correct orientation, at least. It looks like there are a couple of trailers here, so maybe they have some cargo for me going out from here as well. I actually don't see where the hell we're supposed to park it. Oh yeah, there, now I see. That mirror. Yeah, no, this didn't work out. Sorry. Not sure how it got that way off. My bad. Well, yeah, that's why. I'm way too far out to the left, and yeah, that didn't necessarily help. Oh, sorry. I forgot I have to change gears. I mean, it kind of looked easy, but yeah. It shouldn't be that hard, to be honest. I'm just making a mess of it. First reversing of the day. I also tried not to use the external camera, because I wouldn't call it cheating, because to be honest, you can certainly, if you show up with a real truck, you can certainly get out of the truck and check, crap, and check out the situation. There we go, now we should be able to put this into place. I hope. There we go. That's fine. Yes, we could use the parking brake, for example, as well. There we go. October, lermånad, yes. Month of mud, yes. What's November then in Finnish? Is that the slush month, perhaps? Or maybe he meant October. Excellent. Well, that's good. Excellent. Yeah, not a lot of... Well, we got 400 XP. That's something, at least. So we have one level up. Perhaps I should take long distance because we are up north. So, I mean, it's long distances wherever we want to go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take long distance. I got an email. We can help you grow from the bank. Yeah. Local banks at special transport. Yeah, I tried to remember where those ones was. Linköping and Pori. We need to Pori. Because Linköping is certainly quite a bit away. And, well, yeah. It's a while until we'll start driving special transports, because we usually need a heavy truck for that, so to say. Something that can pull properly. It might be that it's actually available on the market as well. But yeah, speaking of that, yeah, you see these. Now the PostNord is looking okay, but the Bring is looking poor. So I guess it's just something with how they load in the game at the moment. Because last time I was driving, PostNord Logistics was looking like the Bring logo is looking right now. So I will have a look into if there is a load order problem or something like that. Hello, Widowmaker. Welcome. Marrasku, yeah. But what does it translate to? That's what I that's what I meant. Because it doesn't tell me much. Where are we now again? We are in Monio. Do we have any really interesting? Ylivieska. Where is Ylivieska? Oh no. Utsuki. Oh yes. Now we're talking. Woodbark. 6 tons of woodbark. Not a lot of pay for that, but we'll go. And 6 tons with a 380 horsepower Scania, kind of the same that we had right now. Well, that would be much more reasonable. We just pulled like 24 tons in a similar truck. That was a bit... It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't fast. So yeah, sure. Go with that. We are going north. Can't get more out of that, just precisely. Oh, it's not always easy to understand. Oh, yeah, I was trying to see if we had something from the same company, but it doesn't really matter when we are doing this. It's mostly a problem or relevant, we can say, when we have our own truck, when we pay for the fuel and don't want to run around unnecessarily. So, even further up north, I just upgraded with longer capability as well, so now I can take transports up to 750 kilometers. Lintukainen, is that Lantmännen in Finnish, perhaps? Maybe. No, that's not Lantmännen, that's a sawmill. Sorry. Yes, we are driving sawdust or whatever it was. Certainly looks like something like that, considering the trailer. Oh, that's a city sign, so it's probably just 50 here, yes. I'm hardly used to those in real life, because they do exist, but they are not as common up north, I should say, in Sweden at least. They are somewhere. But they have also kind of, in Sweden we have kind of moved away from those signs. They are still available in some places, but it usually also says what the actual speed limit is, anyhow, in most places. No, stay where you are. There we go. I'm getting a hang of this. But yes, I spoke about it a bit earlier, Widowmaker, but I found a mod that I can actually drive. I haven't downloaded it, but I know there is one. We should just check it's working with the current version of the game. Oh, reindeers. Crap. Are they in the game as well? They looked pretty stationary, that's good, because that's not usually the case in real life. Yeah, a mod that we can use rigid chassis, as it was called apparently in English, or at least in the mods, so that we can have a bed on our truck. But the problem is that, yeah, we can still not really haul any goods in it. We still need a trailer for it. But it looks much more Swedish, if we put it that way, or Nordic perhaps. So just for the immersion, it would be nice. So we'll probably try that one out at some point. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're kind of in the same truck as earlier, but we are pulling 20 tons less weight, so I'm going way too fast here. And they are also, we'll see if the game devs themselves will actually include that chassis type, so to say, in the game eventually. Because nowadays from the beginning of the game, from the beginning of the development of the game, you were just picking up trailers all the time and hauling them back and forth. Or, well, to their destination, really. So not back and forth, you were just picking them up like I'm doing right now, for example. So there wasn't really any market in the game for holding goods as such. But now there is. I'm not doing it right now because I don't have my own truck. You have to have your own truck to be able to haul goods, pick up goods, so to say. And at that point you pick them up with your own trailer as well. So you don't even pick up a trailer and drive it. You pick up the goods. So now that they have that in game, there is room for making rigid trucks. Because currently, as I said, you still have to have a trailer, even if you have a rigid chassis with a cargo container on it. You can't put anything in the cargo container. You still have to have a trailer. So kind of defeats the purpose a little bit, but still, it might be moving in that direction eventually. But it's a little bit niche in the sense that, well, it's mostly in the Nordics, I guess, but certainly you also there is that kind of transport a lot for shorter distances in the rest of Europe as well, where you just drive a truck with a container or something, for example, but not for long hauls, perhaps. Well, these kinds of roads, they probably look pretty much like this in the real life as well. I was gonna say it's not much of action here, other than reindeers. That's probably sorry, pretty accurate representation of how it looks like up here. It was a bit curvy. And yes, reindeers normally a bit of the wildlife, that's for sure, especially up north where we are now. So yes, and the good thing here was that, well, they were standing still on the side of the road, which is usually not the case, I should say. Well, perhaps it's quite often the case that they are on the side of the road, but it's pretty common that they are also in the middle of the road. A bunch of them, so yeah. Certainly something you have to pay attention to when you're driving up north. Let's checking where we are going and how fast we can go. No, but they do end up in traffic accidents quite often, especially with trucks. Because, well, as you know, it's not that easy to stop a truck. Especially, let's say, it's a timber truck with like, what might they be pulling, 60 tons or something like that, if they are fully loaded. Maybe not 60, but certainly 50 or something like that. So it's not easy to stop that kind of. That kind of combination coming down the road, and there is a bunch of reindeer in the middle of the road. So yeah, it certainly happens. Because they are not. I mean, if you end up having a moose problem instead, they usually just pass the road as fast as they can, or mostly at least. So they don't linger on the road. Reindeers, they kind of like to linger around and contemplate the meaning of life and such. Yeah, they are a bit more of a problem. Moose or elks, they are big as hell, and it's a problem in that way, if you actually hit one. Oh, hello. It's 50 here. Oh, sorry, I'm just doing 40, so... No, since I'm delivering a rush cargo. No, it was mostly... I have a green t-shirt on, which isn't a problem, but sometimes it can be a problem with the green screen option. This is a dark green, so it's usually not a problem. I mostly put that one on just in case. This is also very Finnish dirt road. Like it. We're still... Oh crap, yeah, we're still... I'm like, aren't we there yet? No, we're not. We are 220 kilometers from our target. So, nice. I guess we'll be driving this dirt road for quite some time. Which was a welcome addition. Oh, here we come to... Oh, sorry. Come back to asphalt again. Ah, 50. Whatever. Wood bridge, so it's probably a good reason for that 50, but it's a game. Oh, this was nice. I totally led this one on the side of the road, and here are the coppers. Yeah, I like these little events that they have a little bit now and then. Yeah, but it's not... we are not in a rush, so... It's not like when I did the speed run in Stray. Then I put it on deliberately, because we had to rush it. But not today, no. It was just nearby. sorry. Lost track of my camera there. I forgot I have a quick button to reset the position, which is handy. Especially when I adjust it with the controller. I end up in some weird positions sometimes. Ah, come on. He's hauling heavier cargo than me, I guess. Probably quite long stretches of road here that could facilitate an overtake. On the other hand, yeah, I haven't got the fastest of trucks. And it's also limited to 90, so probably should just avoid it. It's not going that slow, after all. Now it's downhill again, so... That would be something, speaking about Rush and the band. If you could... but that would... I mean, that's more of a actual employment. If you get to go on tour with a rock band or something like that. Around Europe, for example. Yeah, well, that would have to be a suggestion to SCS. That you can get like a half a year job as a tour driver, driving equipment. That could be fun. Because it would mean that you have to visit a bunch of places for this during the same job, so to say, but it will still also be perhaps it will be a little bit tedious, but you don't have to do it for half a year. It could be 10 dates or something like that. That could be an idea. But sure, it's also... Oh, here we have reindeers again. It's also not really... It's more of a novelty thing, I guess. When you're tired of finding a bunch of cargo to bring you income, and you already have 4 or 5 other drivers as well that are generating income, and you're kind of like, oh, what should I do now? Well, I can haul special cargo, I can haul, yeah, and those kinds of things. I can pimp my truck for millions and so on. But then, yeah, having those kinds of things that, well, okay, I will do a tour around Europe with a rock band. Could be something. No, so I'm not supposed to go there. Not sure why I braked. Now you have to make a mod. Yes. Yeah. God damn it. I mean, yeah, there might even be a mod. I haven't checked. But I haven't seen any talk around the town, so to say, about that kind of mod. Oh, yeah, city 50. But yeah, it could certainly be an interesting little thing. Then you could, for example, decide or choose if you want to go on a national tour, or if it's a European tour, or Nordic, or whatever. UK, so on, so on. Yeah, that's an option. Was that a blown out tire? Or the remains of one? Perhaps it was. Kind of looked like it. Oh, reindeer. Damn it. What I really should do when I meet if I meet a car here is that I should flash my beams, high beams. Oh, okay, he turned. Never mind then. Oh, you're supposed to turn, I guess. Could you turn on your indicator a little bit earlier? God damn it. They were driving like in real life. When they turn the steering wheel, they flip the indicator. It's too real of a simulation. Yes, I do try to use my indicators properly, which, well, I certainly fails occasionally, but I'm quite used to it in real life, so it's easy to adapt in that way. Oh, sorry. Wobbling a bit. So we managed, or we succeeded in finding some cargo up north here. It was interesting. We'll see, because these are, I wouldn't say it's quick runs, but they haven't been exhaustively long, so perhaps we can get even further up north into Norway with a little bit of luck. And yes, I probably won't get rich on these. But part of the thing is also to get experience, because then we can level up and find, for example, or get the ability to drive expensive stuff or fragile stuff or whatever. Special stuff. We can. It's called something else, but yes. Those usually pay a little bit more. Well, they do pay a bit more. Not usually, always. The Rolling Stones mobile, yeah, precisely. Now I came to think of Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place in town. Is that from Machine Head, by the way? Smoke on the Water? I don't remember. I have also installed a mod for, yeah, special deliveries, it's called, or something like that, where you drive, yeah, for really big things usually. And then you actually have escort vehicles as well, but they are only available on certain. That's what I checked when we started. It's in Pori and Linköping. Pori in Finland and Linköping here in Sweden. Well, I'm in Finland now, but that's quite a bit away. Yeah, sorry. New passage, map updated. Yeah, sorry. I was supposed to turn left there. As soon as I saw Lantmännen, I knew I had gone too far. But yeah, this is a secret little part of the map. So, when are we supposed to be here? Wednesday at 2 o'clock? Well, it's Still plenty of time, so sorry, do not collide with the police. That's usually a bad idea. I mean, we might find something, because that's the thing with these new passages, unmarked stuff, so to say. Sometimes you find something interesting. In this case, mostly not. That's where I'm supposed to go, by the way. To the left there. Let's see if we find somewhere to make a convenient turnaround. It's not the highest resolutions on those ones, at least. Oh, now we are in Norway. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. I mean, Troms, Finnmark, yes. Can probably turn it around a little bit wherever. It's quite a nimble setup, and certainly also quite a light trailer, so... But still, I mean, a parking place, rest stop, something. Come on. I mean, I can go off-road a little bit, but I don't want to get stuck. Sorry, people. And there was a bit of traffic build up behind me. And of course traffic coming from the other way as well. Oh, was that? No, it was a boat. I was like, oh, was it a seaplane? No, it was a boat. It was actually moving around, which was kind of cool. I think it's the first moving boat I've seen in the game. It's not I've been looking out for them either, but that was something, at least. Big bridge in the background there. Yeah, Monio, isn't it actually a... Sorry, I was trying way too fast there. Isn't Monio also the name of the river? And does that one join up with the Tornio River? I think that might be the case. I don't know. Also, this is some kind of toll station, I guess. But yeah, now we should remember to turn right at some point here. Well, a little bit of sightseeing. Church. We had plenty of time to deliver this cargo, so that wasn't a problem. I do have a truck behind me, but I will have to slow down anyhow. Okay, he was pretty far behind me by now. But yeah, this isn't a big road. There we have the bridge. So, we have arrived soon. Now, where do you want this one then? Let me guess. Over there to the left somewhere? Nah, perhaps. Well, yeah, probably. Where do you need it? Oh, here. Okay. Well, sure, I say. I had a lot of problems earlier today. Getting the cargo in place. Let me see how it goes today. Start out wrong immediately. This isn't working at all. There you go. Now maybe. Now maybe. A little bit better. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Too late. Too late, too late. And a little bit too fast perhaps, but this almost. Come on. There we go. We can try to put on the cargo brake, and there we go. A cargo brake, parking brake. Biggest by river, yes, of the Torneo River. So that's the river we saw there, right beside us. Oh, we just leveled up. Just about leveled up, so it was totally worth those 40 XP to park that trailer. But yeah, we're not getting rich on these ones, that's for sure. Which also is probably quite true to real life. But yes, we can go for high value cargo, for example, or yeah, high value cargo, that sounds good. Oh yeah, so do like that. Apply. And now, where are we? Yes, we are, just to show you, oh crap, yes. Oh yes, we are, sorry, we are not in Monio. Well, maybe that was the Monio River, by the way, but we are not in Monio now. We started from Monio. We are in Utsjoki. But yeah, Monio River is probably over here then. So this was some totally different place. Sorry, my mistake. And yes, we went a little bit on that way over to Norway and towards Vadsø, apparently. I'm looking, where do we have Treriksracet? There we have that one. This is the meeting place of Norway, Sweden and Finland. So pretty well-known spot in that sense. Nothing, it's not much to see there other than a big concrete monument. But still. Yeah, if we could get something to like Hammerfest or Laxelv or what's that name? Mehamn. Something. We'll check. We'll check. Do we have something going out from Lantmännen here, for example? Or I'm sorry, I have to do like this. So there we go. Utsjoki. No, probably not. Well, yes, we had actually. Kirkenes. Over there. Oil. Makes perfect sense. Kandalashka? Oh crap, it's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit much. Kemi, a bit, I wouldn't say far. Fresh herbs to Kemi. Perhaps we should go back home. Oh, well, no, we'll drive this to Kirkenes. Yeah. It's a small job, but perfectly fine. Oh, we get to drive a totally overpowered Volvo for this. So yeah, fine. It's Statoil. They have money. They have money. Oh, look, we have a navigator there as well. Oh, sorry. Yeah, still not used to having to put it in gear. That's my bad. Oh, this doesn't look like oil at all, but it's all relative. It could, of course, be oil in barrels, or for that matter, in consumer packaging. Who knows? I'm not gonna argue. But yes, we're getting to drive a Globetrotter Classic, I think it was it? Sorry, my camera is all over the place right now. I'm not sure if I would like to sit further ahead, or... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see you there. Well, I did, but too late. So yeah, now we're gonna pass over this. Nothing to declare. In the sense that, well, it should already be taken care of. Garbage on the side of the road. Almost broke that yield sign, I think. My bad. Well, now we could turn off that navigator there, if I just remembered which button to do that with. Well, I know if we pause, I can... Oh, it's F3, yeah. Could do like that, just for fun. We'll lose a bit of other information, but it should be okay. We're not in a rush or anything. So. Oh yeah, now I know what I lose. I also lose the speedometer. I have to actually look. That's why I would like an external dashboard mod that works on Linux. Because now I have to look at the actual speedometer, which is okay in this truck. In some trucks it's a bit harder actually, but this one was pretty legible. So yeah, rather nice scenery around here, but I'm getting interested in spicing up my graphic cards a bit. On the other hand, I think this is not part of the official maps. This is part of Pro Mods, so I'm not sure it is as... Sorry, I was going way too fast there. It should probably be slightly better resolution on the trees, for example. And that's something I can try to... I'm ticking on steady 60 FPS all the time, so I can probably, most of the time at least, I will check with my other profile, driving in some more complex areas and see how the FPS behaves. what did we say? Kirkenes, was it? Well, I can follow the navigator that I have there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Kirkenes. Held out a little bit much there, perhaps, unnecessarily so. But yeah, I've been driving. I had an adventure when I drove on my other profile, driving a boat down to Brussels, I think it was. And ended up, they were trying to, the navigator directed me to take some off ramps where the underpass was too low. So I rammed the boat into the top of the boat into a bridge, and then I almost couldn't get out of there. I mean, I had to do a lot of searching around to find a place to get over to the correct side of the highway, so to say. So yeah, that was a bit interesting. And not the easiest thing I've done, but interesting, as they say. And luckily enough, I wasn't going too fast, or that fast, so I think I'm not sure I damaged the boat at all. Because I was a little bit wary when I approached there. It was like, this looks a bit low. And of course I should have switched to the external camera to realize that yes, it was a bit low. But I didn't, so I just got it stuck there instead. But yeah, there isn't, for normal cargo, well, the boat isn't considered normal cargo, but it's not part of that mod where you deliver special cargo, if we put it that way. Because when you deliver the special cargo and have the escort vehicles and everything, they take care of all that gas. So you just need to make sure that you handle it properly, so to say, but they will not direct you into some unsuitable passages. But when you're just driving normal, so to say, cargo, like in that case, but it was a big freaking boat, then you don't really know how tall it is. You don't have any information on the cargo. You have that when you drive the special cargo. It will say, oh, this is 6 meters wide and 4 meters high or something like that. So you'll get that information. Yes, they should be low. Yes, precisely. Now it was on a... Ah, crap. I haven't... I've driven without headlights the entire day. There we go. My bad. They scared the shit out of me. My bad. Oh, it's weird. No one has stopped me or fined me so far. Ran across a couple of cop cars already, and none of them has actually given me any fines for it. And the thing is, yes, I have been driving without any lights from the start of the stream. I'm pretty sure. Slow down a little bit. 10-ton axle pressure, was it? Well, we're just holding, what, 14 tons, was it? It wasn't that much, so not a problem. Not a problem at all. But yes, Norway. Lot of hills. to put it mildly. Now we are in the not so hilly parts of Norway. There's still plenty of hills. There are certainly worse places. Someone is having a weak truck. I'm looking at you, SRL, in front there. Pom 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 pom. CDE SRL. I haven't got a clue what that is. It might be some generic games stuff, but I do have that mod that actually puts in a lot of actual brand names. But yeah, we'll see if I can up the fidelity on the graphics a little bit. I have a pretty old computer and such, but can probably still get it a little bit better without sacrificing too much of frame rates. But yeah, I should also check the load order of the mods, because it might be something related to that as well, because as I said, yeah, the logos of some companies, and not the same company, because last time it was PostNord that had really weird or bad resolution on the logo, and now it was Bring and some other companies, so it's just something with how stuff is loaded, I guess, or handled in general. Långjärbyn. Centrum? No, we're not going to the Centrum. At least not that way. Kirkenes. Nice place. Oh, sorry. Just doing a bit of sightseeing. Cruise ships. Kirkenes. Does it go all the way to Kirkenes? Color line. Oh, sorry. It was a big cliff on this side. I'm thinking not about color line here, but oh, Hurtigruten. Does that one go all the way to Kirkenes? Because this looks like typical Hurtigruten cruise ships, if we put it that way. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Here, I guess we are going here. Which... Come on. I came in at a bit of a poor angle here. Yeah, yep, we did. I kind of recognized that already. And then we have a freaking bus behind us. Oh, let's see if we can squeeze in a bit weirdly here then. Yes, we can. But yes, we still have to activate that freaking icon over here. Which I perhaps should have done when I actually hit upon it the first time. There we go. Where do you want it? You want it there. I kind of suspected that. Well, we'll deal with that. Even though I totally messed it up right now. On the other hand, maybe not. Maybe I accidentally got into a good position here. Sorry. I will imagine that we step out of the truck for a little bit here and take a look. Ah, come on. Oh yeah, there you want it. Yeah, well, this might not have been that bad actually. But sure, we'll... Oh, sorry, wrong way. God damn it. Now I'm not seeing a lot up. That doesn't look too good. Now I can't see anything all of a sudden. Okay, there we are. There we are. Looking out of the window is actually not a bad idea when you come from the correct direction. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Straighten it up. God damn it. Oh, I actually still have the other rear view mirror. Oh, didn't think of that. That was convenient. Almost a little bit cheaty. I'm not complaining. Oh, sorry. Hit the freaking pillar there. Pollard. Whatever. Something like that. Well, somehow that poor entry to the lot area set me up in a good in a good way for that. It's like playing snooker but worse. No, it might be it's mostly known. I think it actually goes to Kirkenes, some of them at least. It's mostly known for going up to Tromsø, of course, but I think that certainly looked like typical Hurtigruten stuff, which is fun because you can probably also actually travel with them. We should see. Why did I end up in Luleå? Good question. Oh, because I'm not on a job right now. Oh yes, there is a ferry line out of here. Oh, come on, that one went to Longyearbyen. Okay, so that was not the that was interesting. Which is on, well, what the hell? Now I forgot the name. Yeah, forgot the name. Svalbard, we say in Swedish. Oh, I thought that would be a route over to, for example, this place, and actually further south if we would. It's kind of sad that this part is not in, because there is a lot of cargo trucks going here. That could certainly be relevant. But yeah, it's the same with this part of Finland, which is also barren. And yes, this part of Sweden as well. So yes, there could be more. You don't have to have everything, but it could certainly be relevant to have the E45, is it, that goes up here, and some of the connecting roads between here. That would be interesting. And also Narvik, for example, and some other places along the way in Norway. But I'm not complaining. I'm glad we have something up here at least. I'm not complaining, I'm just whining a little bit. Now, let's see, where the hell are we? We are in Kirkenes. Jortan, that's on, what did I say? Svalbard, actually. So yes. If we select this job, yeah, there we see it. Ferry price 17,000. I don't have to pay that price, as far as I know. It's included, so I get the 25,000 anyhow. I don't have to deduct 17,000 out of that. If I remember it correctly, at least. So, and yes, this was also to Longyear being only 4,000. 12 tons of beans. That was not a lot of money. But yeah, the land distance is only 5 kilometers. And this was at least 123 kilometers, because we're going up to... Oh, we're fetching it in nickel. Yeah, okay, that explains it. But what do we have? Kirkenes back to Monio, Stone Dust 61,000 from Nordkalk, 27 tons. Is it a powerful truck? Not that powerful. Oh, it's an also... No, sorry, it's heavy cargo. No, I thought it was an articulated trailer, but no, it wasn't. So perhaps I will then drive stones to Pello instead, because that's a... This is an S series, 730 horsepower. Well, that's much more suitable for pulling those freaking stones. If you ask me. We also have Kirkenes to Rovaniemi. That could be interesting. Haven't been to Rovaniemi. Come on, can't I select that one? No, guess I can't. I have to kind of... Yeah, we'll see. No. Have I been to Rovaniemi? No. No, we went this way. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, we go to Rovaniemi. Apples, 9 tons, with a pretty powerful Renault truck. Well, nice. And that will be the last thing we do today. But yeah, 9 tons of apples with a pretty powerful Renault. And the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, the great thing with doing these kinds of quick jobs is that you get to drive a lot of different stuff. This looks like a typical French thing with a lot of high-tech stuff. I like French cars, I should say. I am a Citroën, not fanatic perhaps, but some would describe it differently. And I'm probably say that yes, you are. Yes, you are a Citroën fanatic, but no, not really. It's a pretty boring truck in that sense, from the outside perspective, but they have fairly good reputation, I think, nowadays. You can probably tell me otherwise, but as far as I know, they do. But yeah, speaking about high-tech and stuff, yes. No navigator though. No, or wait, we can see. No navigator. I'm not even sure what this one is showing. Temperature of some sort, fuel. Well, whatever. At least it's a very readable speed display on that one. Oh, sorry. Still forget to put it in gear. Again. Yeah, well, the first couple of hours I played the game, I had it in sort of arcade automatic mode, so you just press the throttle to go forward and the brake to go eventually backwards, so you didn't have to shift forwards and backwards. Still in automatic mode, but you have to shift between forwards or backwards. And that also means that it starts in neutral, and that's what I always do. I forget to. You have discovered a recruitment agency. Good! I saw there was a question mark there. So now I can recruit people from here, if we need to. Which essentially means that you get more options when you want to recruit people. The more recruiting agencies you have discovered, the more options you get for hiring personnel. There is also a... Is that an actual garage available here? I'm not sure. Let's move on. Let's not linger around. Oh, wait a minute. I regret that. Sorry. We go out to map mode. How much can we zoom in here? Quite a bit. Where are we? Where are we? There we are. That's a recruitment agency. That's a... Is that a garage? Well, it looks like a garage, especially since you have a sleeping place there as well. Perhaps we'll just do a quick detour up there. I'm not sure why, because I don't think I can buy it. Let's go anyhow. Yes, I forgot to check the traffic. But yeah, I was there a while ago. I dropped off my current cargo, or my previous cargo shipment. So yeah, we'll just go back there a bit quickly to see if it was a garage, which actually means that it's something I can buy. But not right now, because I don't have enough money. It's my guess, at least. Probably cost a fair bit of money. I haven't actually tried buying a second garage. I don't. Oh yeah. No, I might have run into someone by, I wouldn't say by accident, but kind of by accident. And they cost around 1.8 million Swedish crowns, 180,000 euros ish. But yeah, let's go over here, because yeah, I never went this far. Sorry. Oh crap. Oh. Yeah, this is a for sale. $1,893,600 crowns, Swedish crowns. You cannot afford to buy it right now. No, you cannot. Correct. Correct. And last time I tried to kind of turn around in a place like this, I tried to go around the back, but turned out that no, you couldn't. So I'm not doing that mistake again. There we go. I actually managed to kind of turn around. I thought there was a car coming, but no, it wasn't. It was probably one of the crosses I mistook for a car. There we go. Now, back to actual business. A45 starts in Alta. Yeah, that's true. I don't think Alta was even on the map, was it? But yeah, that could certainly be something to... That road could be interesting in general. So what kind of suggestions did we have now? Touring with the rock band and making the E45 available. Oh, sorry. It's okay. It's fine. I got it. I ain't got it. But yeah, we got it. So, back to scheduled delivery here. It shouldn't be a problem with that little detour. It's usually very good amount of time available for these kinds of missions. So, some part of this will be familiar because we'll be going back the first part here in the same way as we came in. But then we will move on over to driving towards Rovaniemi, which is a slightly different route, that's for sure. And still, it will look like Finland, I guess. And there will be reindeers and stuff. I suppose. But we're not in Finland yet. Murmansk in Cyrillic letters as well. Makes perfect sense. And there we had Alta, by the way. Was that what we were talking about? Alta. Yes, Alta. We had a sign for Alta. So, which doesn't necessarily mean it's in the game. I just say that, yeah, well, there we had a sign at least. Oh, look, very readable display this. I like it. Well, the top part of the display was very readable. Let's put it that way. Northern Lights route. This was, well, not wide cargo, no. Slow down a little bit actually, because it was a bit of a curve there. We're also going downhill, so we don't need to speed up unnecessarily much. It will probably do that anyhow. Although, yeah, no, this was just 7 tons of apples or whatever it was. It wasn't an extremely heavy load. We had those 27 tons of stones or something that was kind of looked like a police, but I guess you were just a freaking tourist. Stop scaring me. We are in Norway after all. Police are usually not that visible, even. If I remember it correctly, they are still allowed to hide when they perform their speed checks, for example. Which isn't a thing in Sweden. In Sweden they have to be, so to say, in plain sight and with vests and stuff clearly visible and so on. So, yeah. But yeah, here usually the problem is that you will get a cop car behind you instead, or something like that. In the game, that is. Oh wait, by the way. There we go. Turn on the freaking headlights. I'm so used to having automatic headlights in Sweden. Most cars, not nowadays necessarily modern cars, but many older cars have automatic headlights. So when you turn on the ignition, it turns on the headlights as well. Oh, an airplane. Nice little details here. So having to do it manually, I'm not used to that. Some of the cars I have owned over the years have had manual, so that you have to turn it on every time you start a car. Manually, so to say, but yeah, it's like 10% of the cars I've owned over the years that have had that, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I understand that they have apples for sale, because we do have apples for sale. But I'm not sure. Well, they might have been shipped in through. That's why I picked them up in Kirkenes, because they came by ship, I guess. It's not at all unlikely, actually. Yeah, because I don't remember where I saw Meeting. Oh, okay. Oh, are they in? Where are we now? Didn't know they were here. I forgot where we are. S was it? Yeah. Where are we? Now I got curious. I need to check my map a little bit quickly. Tana Bru, but no, it was pointing this way. Yeah, so perhaps it's in Vadsö then, but or perhaps it is in. Well, I don't remember. Got curious about Sameting, the Sami, whatever that is called in English. Congress is not the word I was looking for, but you get the point. Parliament. Parliament was the word I was looking for. Transportation is too cheap, yes. In a way, yes. And yes, I mean, that's part of the problem with, in general, with energy and such. And it's like, well, but I want my freaking kiwis. It's like, yeah. And well, nowadays most of the kiwis are not imported from New Zealand, but in the old days they were, I guess. So it's not a simple problem. People, including me, I should say, are convenient, or yeah, they want their fancy stuff, and they are also spoiled a bit. And yes, I'm including myself in people. And yes, it helps to be aware of it, but doesn't necessarily mean that you will actually do anything about it. Oh, sorry, going too fast. Yeah, because it was a pretty powerful Renault truck, this one. And I'm also not hauling that much cargo, so pay attention to the speedometer. Thing, yes. Isländska, yes. That's true. Well, weirdly enough, some of the things, I mean, ting is probably something that people will know if they have. I'm not sure, since I haven't watched myself, for example, Vikings or those kinds of series. But if you have watched those kinds of things, you might certainly be familiar with the word ting. I guess, since I haven't watched them myself, I'm just guessing here. But it's certainly something that would might show up in those kinds of TV series. Riksgräns. Border. Oh, that was a 50 sign. Don't get fucking caught in a speed trap here now. But yes, now we are in Monio again, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So we should go a little bit along this road, and then I think we'll be... Oh, sorry, going too fast again. Need to stop driving overpowered trucks. So yes, what do we have? Oh, we have 43 meal left. Now I'm speaking in weird distances, Swedish distances, but yeah, essentially 1 meal is 10 kilometers. So very simple in that sense, but not to be confused with miles or yeah. So we have 420 kilometers left. So that was a bit actually. I thought we were almost, no, not almost there, but yeah, I thought we were a bit closer. But yeah, that's true. Rovaniemi is quite far south actually, compared to where we have been today. But that was fun to get up all the way to Kirkenes. That was, if we couldn't go to Tromsø, that was perhaps the second best thing, going to Kirkenes. That was neat. Actually makes me want to go there in real life as well. Sometime perhaps. When we don't have a lot of plagues running around and closing borders and stuff. Who knows, maybe next summer take the trip up to Kirkenes. Just for fun. Although I'm more likely to actually go to Tromsø, but it's a lot further. Go to Tromsø. Because yeah, that's kind of the classical. For example, for people driving old Citroens, especially 2CVs, they tend to go Gibraltar to Tromsø. Or at least they want to visit both of those places. Not necessarily on the same trip, but some of them do on one trip, so to say. But yes, you need plenty of time for that, that's for sure. Especially driving an old Citroen 2CV. So, shouldn't we be turning somewhere? Or are we already on the correct road? Well, to some extent we are on the correct road, I mean. Fell asleep. Well, it's kind of that kind of game, so I totally understand it. Totally understand it. Oh, stream. Oh, I turned on Streambot. Sorry. I turned it on for keeping track of other things, but yes, please refrain from posting links. I think it reacted on that dot that you had there in the middle. It's make perfect sense to me, but not to Streambot, that's for sure. I got you by driving, yes, precisely. I mean, as a co-pilot, it's okay to take a nap. I suppose that's the whole point. That you should be fresh to drive later. And yes, there are also, I guess it's 50 here, yeah. There are also additions that you, when you have your own truck, you can buy that you actually have, for example, passengers in your passenger seat. Or a dog or something. Oh, coppers. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I have the right of way. Because they were sticking their nose out a little bit too far for my comfort there. But yeah, we've been through this place earlier as well, haven't we? Pretty sure we have. Well, I guess we'll make a diversion somewhere. We can, of course, check like this. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Oh, no. We came here. Now we are on a new route, actually. So, yeah. Sodankylä and Rovaniemi. Yeah, precisely. Because this yellow part is where we drove earlier. So, yellow parts are essentially roads that you already have driven on. Not necessarily today, but you have discovered that. Because, yes, there is, of course, achievements and stuff for discovering well, most of the map, or even all of the map, I'm not sure. I haven't really bothered looking into that quite yet, but yes, there are certainly those kinds of Steam achievements. And yeah, we also, I didn't really pay attention, but it says up in the top left corner of the map, it actually says how much of the map I have discovered, so I think I was I, well, now that I have driven a bit, maybe I am, no, we're still under 1%, yes. I was gonna say, maybe I'm over 1%. No, we're not. 0.76% of the map I have discovered, so yeah. It's a big map. But yeah, it's essentially most... Oh, crap. Ooh, 14,000. Oh, crap. That was bad of me. I was paying too much attention to the map and discussing things around that. Yeah, that was essentially... Yeah, that was a steep fine. Totally deserved it, though. Going 30 kilometers over the speed limit. I'm glad I have my license. So yeah. Bad dog. Ika. Nice. Well, now I have to not get that kind of fine again. Because what am I making on this trip? 47,000. So that was a third of my income for this job going to a speeding fine. It's not good. Yep, thank you, Widowmaker. Yes, sleep is a good thing, so take your beauty sleep. I will be back Sunday, I guess, not Saturday, because I'm away on a wedding on Saturday. Not my own, but I'm a guest, so I won't be streaming Saturday. But thank you for dropping by. Always welcome. So, see you Sunday, perhaps. Have a nice sleep. So yeah, those 14,000, oof. Maybe we have a PostNord truck coming, I guess. No, maybe not. That was clumsy of me. So now I'm just doing 78 kilometers per hour instead, just to be on the safe side. Because as soon as we go into a downhill or something, we'll anyhow speed up a little bit. Some days I have a good touch on the joystick regarding the steering, and some days not so much. Today, well, last hour at least, it has been pretty okay. Being able to take these long kind of turns and such without wobbling around too much. Always nice. Yeah, I probably would need to move the seat back a bit. If I just remembered where that was. There is a hotkey for it, but I don't remember that one. Right off the bat. F4. Oh. F4. Let me just do a little bit of this then. There we go. That was already a little bit better. We can perhaps also do a bit of that, and then we can probably... I think I have adjusted this on my other profile, not just on this one. Then we can probably move the seat forward again a little bit, because let's not overdo it, whatever you should say. Yeah, that might be okay. That might be okay, actually. Nice and quiet. It was rather quiet, this truck. Well, now we are just rolling, so... Because if I remember it correctly, it was still like 500 horsepower or something, this one, so... And it's certainly... We'll see... Are we slowing down here? Yes, we are. And considering I already had a bunch of fines for today, we are fine with the fines, so let's try to stick to 60 here. Yeah, there's some of the other ones. I will see now that we speed up with this one. Oh, no, it still has that turbo whine, I guess, which is a bit annoying sometimes. I know there are mods to kind of get rid of that one as well. And there are certainly mods for the actual trucks, sound mods, where they have better sound. It probably is. It might also be certainly more realistic, perhaps, because they probably have recorded stuff and tried to kind of go out from that. But yeah, here we are, chugging along quite nicely. And yeah, those turbo sounds certainly become a problem when you're going in Norway, for example, uphill mostly, or something like that. It's like, it's penetrating my eardrum. I'm not sure how loud and annoying it is for you, because the game sound is a little bit lower for you than for me. So maybe it's not as much of a nuisance. Yeah, it should be there. We are 18 mile away. So what does that take in game? What time do we have? Oh, it's 23:08 already. We should be there. What? 20 minutes past? Is that? I'm trying to remember how fast time passes by here. Two hours 46 minutes, almost 3 hours. I think the time is like 19 times faster, 16 times faster, something like that. I read something earlier today, or yesterday perhaps, when I was looking into modding and stuff. So what, if it's 3 hours, and that's 3 hours is 180 minutes, and if it's then, if it would be 18 times, then it would be 10 minutes, yeah. So, We'll see if that is correct. So in that case, I should be near the finish by in 10 minutes, essentially. So 20 minutes past. Yeah, I'm actually off work tomorrow, but I still have a meeting. So yeah, not really off work, but I have it early in the morning. Well, early, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I also have to be a little bit on my toes. And then I will just use the rest of the day to prepare for the wedding ceremony. Which it doesn't require much, but you need a new tie and some other stuff. Shave a little bit and such as well. And by that I mean my head. It's those freaking city signs. I guess it was one of those that tricked me into that speeding fine as well. Oh, look, that was an interesting truck. Almost looked Russian. Or military, at least we can put it that way. Sådan kille. Yeah, I mean, the freaking use of indicators is, as I said, almost like in real life. Come on, green. Come on. Yeah, good. Move. Good. I didn't have to stop. Rovaniemi, straight ahead. And yes, going too fast again. Coming up to a roundabout, there we have a car. Oh, yeah, okay, here we are. Trolling me. So, still 50. But yeah, it should loosen up. Up ahead here, yeah, here we have end of city, so then it should be at least 70. Well, 80. Okay. Let's go then. Of course, we shouldn't need to sleep and such on. Well, it was a fairly long distance, this one, but no, we should be good on that. Yeah, 3 hours till next rest stop, so that's totally fine. Oh, yeah, sorry, I accidentally zoomed out on that one. There we go. There we go. So yeah, let's see what I said. That we should be there 20 minutes past, perhaps. And yes, that might be pretty accurate. So up. Yeah, I mean, I like this little features or whatever you should call it. Because otherwise, I mean, now actually have to pay attention. So, an accident or whatever it was there. Certainly looked like it, especially since the police was involved. And I mean, on these kinds of roads, yes, there isn't much room to maneuver. And I also had oncoming traffic there, so that was certainly keeps you from getting too comfortable. Speaking of that, here we have a sharp turn coming up, so we can at least pretend to slow down. And yes, I have turned down the stability already from starting the game, actually, so that's why we have a little bit of rocking back and forth, which is fun. Because I drove a little bit in the beginning on my other profile, especially, and realized that what the hell, it feels like I'm driving a Euro Truck racing simulator more than simulator. So it felt a little bit too planted on the road. It was good in the beginning just to kind of familiarize yourself with the game in general. But now I turned them down to around 30% or something, and it's still pretty easy. You have to drive really carelessly to end up in any kind of problems regarding that. Well, it also depends on the weight of your cargo, I guess. Now I have a really light trailer, so even less problems. Sorry, now I'm speeding again. Now we can accelerate. There we go. Well, that was a fellow Renault driver. I should have honked my horn at him. For immersion. But yeah, honking the horn is actually not the greatest way, perhaps, to... But I could at least have flashed my headlight a little bit. Are we now coming into Rovaniemi? It certainly looks like it, yes. It does. Rovaniemi, here we are. So yeah, I was pretty close there on the time estimation. Now I probably should have used some time here to look around. Sorry, I'm going this way. That probably would have been a good idea, actually, to, for example, find a garage, find some other, perhaps a recruitment agency. Yeah, there are a lot of questions marked there on the other side of the road. Well, since we are here, I will actually try to go over to the other side. So yeah. Give me a 2 minutes extra. What are you waiting? You're scaring me. Oh, you're waiting on those cars. Oh, that was convenient. Because I think we can get across here. Or... Yeah. Oh, we can actually... Oh, the road is going underneath us, is it? Yes, it is. Well, then it was even less of a problem to get over here and perhaps find something interesting. Here we find a recruitment agency, driver job at, yep, perfect. Then we had something to the left. We'll take a left here as well. It's actually red. It's actually green. No, it's not. What the hell? It's fooling me. I'm getting tired. in-game. Otherwise I'm pretty... Oh, Mercedes dealer. Well, that's good, because we can always order online from... And I think this is the first Mercedes dealer that I discovered. So, good. It's always good to have a assortment of dealers, since you can order the trucks online anyhow. And sure, you can probably visit the showroom and actually go inside, I think. At least it was a thing earlier, so I guess it's still a thing. And I can't really see the lights. There we go. Almost there. And yes, we are still turning ups. Sorry. Damn it, I lost my camera there. You actually stopped me for me, thank you. It's very kind of you. I appreciate it very much, very much. What were we driving? Apples. Yes. We were driving apples. To where? Something. Might actually be some kind of supermarket or something. I'm not sure, since it's Finland. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. Where do you want this one? Probably in some tricky place. Not too bad. Maybe. We haven't seen the backside of this yet. And it's 90 XP, so yes, I'm taking that one. Ah, yep, see you, Dement. Perhaps you logged out already. I was busy driving around, looking for stuff. Can kind of turn around here. Maybe. Yes, we can. Now we should be able to kind of park this one up. Oh, sorry. Hey. Yeah, I'm going too fast. Going too fast. It's really annoying trying to look out the window when it's raining, by the way. It's not now, so it hasn't been for the entire day, actually. Yeah, that's true. It hasn't rained for the entire day. Press that one and disconnect the trailer. There we go. Mission accomplished. That actually got me quite a bit of XP there. Yes, it did. Whoop, leveled up. Good. Because, yes, the XP is distance-based, essentially, as you can see. 628 kilometers, 628 XP, and then I get extra for everything above 500 kilometers. I get extra for long-distance delivery bonus, both in cash, but more importantly in this case, perhaps in XP as well. So yeah, at least, yeah, I lost 14,000 in fines, speeding fine. That was clumsy of me. I can't really blame anyone else than me. It was clumsy of me. So, one skill point left, or gained, we can say. Should we take... important deliveries unlocked. I'm not sure. Should we take that? Or should we take an ADR thing, perhaps? Yeah, we can take flammable gases and stuff. There we go. But yeah, that's it for today then. We ran a little bit over time. It was a long delivery, that last one. And I also did a little bit of sightseeing. But we are doing okay. We're up to level 5 actually now. Started on level 2, I think. Yeah, we did. But yeah, leveling up in the beginning is certainly easier. But we have also discovered... I mean, I managed... Not entirely, but we certainly got up to the northern part of Norway. We got up to Kirkenes. So that was interesting. And felt very familiar, so to say. Now, is there something from I mean, I am in Luleå because, well, I'm just doing those, sorry, quick jobs. But is there something in Rovaniemi to just kind of follow up on that? Something going back to Sweden, perhaps? To Umeå, yes. Empty pallets. 22 tons. Is it a powerful truck? It is. Perhaps I will take that one. I mean, yeah, I earn a lot more but doing these kinds of things. IBC containers. Oh, yeah, Lahti, yeah, that's true. I should have realized that. It's all the way down there. Yeah, it was a bit far, to be honest. Kristinestad is along the coastline, or... Oh, now it's bugged out again. Does that sometimes. There we go. Yeah, it's along the coastline. Oh, well, not really, but close enough. To Kandalaska. Kandalaksha. Perhaps. I might have been pronouncing it wrong in my entire life. That's not unlikely. Could be interesting, but wasn't really paying that much. And it's also not a long distance trip, so I won't get any extra bonus for that. And even more, yeah, empty pallets to Lahti. But yeah, we had that one down to Umeå. How far is that? 42, 420. Well, as I said, we don't have to obey by those kinds of rules, because we might as well look what we have in Luleå. And well, I will end anyhow, but I'm just looking ahead a little bit to next time, which I won't be streaming Saturday because I have a wedding to attend, and Sunday we will be doing Disco Elysium. I have a hard time learning that, the name of that game. Sunday we'll be doing Disco Elysium. But then I think we'll be back with this on Tuesday, Thursday. It's kind of fun to do this. I'm liking it quite a bit. It's relaxing in a way. Luleå to Seinäjoki. Maple syrup to Kuopio. Oh, an articulated trailer. Heavy cargo. Well, it's a reasonable truck for it at least, so that's okay. Tires down to Tampere. Oh, it's going... Oh, 700 horsepower, now we're talking. But yeah, I didn't pay that much. So that was a bit boring in a way. Well, we'll think about that next time. Because yeah, what I could also do, of course, is just look at the quick jobs in general and see what we have. We have something from Kirkenes to Sodankylä. Sodankylä. Oh, it wasn't that. I thought it was even further down. No. Yeah, that could be okay. Price per distance, it's paying really way. Containerized trees. Okay. I'm not arguing. Oh, look, here we have an ADR class 3. Diesel, Sundsvall to Tartu, Estonia. Oh. Well, that could be fun to discover slightly different parts of the map instead of driving routes we already have driven, so to say. Been to Sundsvall, so that makes perfect sense, but going over to Estonia could be interesting. It was paying fairly well, after all. So yeah, I should just turn off now instead of wasting time here, because that one offer expires in 1 hour. So, and by that I mean, yeah, 1 hour in game, I should say. So, but that's something we can look into. That could be interesting. Sundsvall to Tartu, Estonia. Yeah, because I need cash to be able to spring for a truck. Certainly we can take loans and stuff, but well, we need to. I can consider a 500,000 loan. That is reasonable, because you kind of start earning cash quite rapidly as well when you start doing more and more advanced jobs and stuff. But more on that next week, because Sunday, as I said, we will be streaming Disco Elysium. But we'll certainly have a look on this, and perhaps even install some other mods. I will look into those rigid chassis and stuff, for example. So more of this on Tuesday, more of me on Sunday, because we'll be doing Disco Elysium then. But thank you for today. Have a good one. Nighty night.